Naga Students Federation Office, Koimate, NSF President, Medovi Ripra, Rene Wilfred case opor kusheki intellectual manu hoigina inaga kam krado bishi asurit ase. NSF laga Inner Line Regulation Commission pra April 10 te press conference rakhikina janaise ki Inner Line permito outsiders kidia Nagaland de gusiwo ki hulibi issue kuribole lage. Ansupra DGP के April 10 ते एकटा statement लिखी के ना Investment Development Authority of Nagaland लगा Joint Secretary Rene Wilfred pra female employees के sexual harass कुरा खिलाफ जल्दी intervene करीबी को इतना चनाइशे। एकटा जुई डांगर ओलाइशित Seminyu Town osor Thursday afternoon te इदो हादसा दे इकु casualty नाई हुलिबी जुई pra plantations आरो farmland बिया खुदिशे। Assam Rifles pra Atibung Town aro Inbung Village parente rasta bishi biya thaka dikhi kena Assam Rifles pra repair aro maintenance kurishe. Good afternoon viewers, apni kan sai ase Midday News. Moi listen line chen eta details pra janai dibo. NSF Office Kohimate April 10 te Medovi Ri NSF President pra Rene Wilfred case laga oporde khota koishe 2021 de noklak incident de yad kurigina tai pra koishe ki ekta intellectual manu huigina inaga kam krado bishi shocking ase Student Federation pra taikan laga hisab de taikan pra Commissioner Secretary logode memorandum submit kurishe aro clearly taikan pra victims laga support de khara kuri ase koishe Tai pra idubi koishe ki police khan idu oporde chanbin kuribole olop time loi ase kintu inaga laga mamla de IAS officer nohilebi minister laga status position matter nakure aro iduke nasai kena juldi kam kuribole lage kushe Tai pra 14 victims kun khan Rene Wilfred laga khilaf complaint file kurishe tai khan opor support kurishe Medovi Repra government law aro administration ke idu mamla do serious loigna kara pra chanbin kuribole kushe
When it comes to this Rene Wilfred case, we're so shocked and we're so surprised. When a most intellectual person do this kind of things. You see, when we see the history 2021 Noklaka incidents, you see, as a student federations, we have met our state women commissions. We have clearly stated that we are behind them, and at the same time, if we are behind them, and at the same time they say that they're also in a full swing, but police, I think they're taking some times. So when it comes to this kind of things, there shouldn't be IAS, there shouldn't be minister, there shouldn't be politicians. But very sorry, I feel very sorry for my sisters. And this is not the first case. Out of 18, 14 of them have gone against him. So I want our government, especially the law administrations, to strictly into the matter and expedite the case. And I also want to convey that the chair his decision should be vacated until an investigation is done. Especially now, of course, he has been removed from idleness, been suspended, but now he's still a joint secretary in finance department. So he should be vacated from there also, and he should not be go out anywhere until and unless this case is solved. And if the government cannot take it course, then leave the matter to us, leave the matter to the society. But this should not be happen. And we really feel sorry for our victims, for our sisters also. How long this will continue? We came to learn that this is not the first time. Kifri, Nokla, now here in Aiden. So I want especially our law administrations to look into the matter at the earliest before the public come to the street or take its own course of action. No, in order to drag finance from Delhi or whatever, we cannot sacrifice our sisters now. I got a lot of calls from Berry Trades from politician also. But no, this is another matter. Whoever may be, how much capable he may be, but how comes here? Just to drag financial, just that he's good in bringing fountain island. How can we this kind of incidents happens? I think this cannot be done. And I also want to say this very once and all. Federation, we will never leave behind this case. We will fight to the tools for our sisters, and justice have to be done at the end. No, he's an individual, but when when 14 of person have gone against him, no, he's an individual. He's a one-man person. If out of 18, if out of 20, out of 30, if only 1 or 2 complainants, then that is another case. But this is another case. So, as a human being, he will try to justify. That is the nature of a human being, but no. So, I also want to convey the message to our government that now he is still in this chair as a joint secretary. I think until and unless this investigation is done, he shouldn't hold that chair also. And government have to think, rather think for the farm, that who can bring. Yeah, for me, when it comes to that case, not lucky case, 21 case, I think that government have to look into the matter, the law and administration have to investigate accordingly and look into the matter. But now, of course, that case has been put in hold, I should say, but this case is another case. So, for that part, let the government do let the law enforcement do the investigation. Investigate DB. But when it comes to this is another chapter. So, if you want to expose it. And manutik na to punish even the government, even our people are there also. But he cannot again frame this. He cannot blame again that topples government I don't know, it's in 16, 17 like Laputa. They have nothing to do with this case now. Because that case has been gone, I think that has been 4 years back. But this case is another case, yes.
Naga Students Federation pra constitute kura Inner Line Regulation Commission pra April 10 te press conference rakhishe NSF office te. ILRC chairman Senchumo NSN Lota aro NSF president Nltv Midday Bengal Eastern Frontier Regulations 1873 opore highlight kurishe. Press conference te ekta memorandum bi chief secretary ke submit kurishe. NSF pra janaishe ki Pradesh Sarkar pra alag committees aro commissions constitute kurishe. BEFR laga provisions retrospect aro introspect kuribole aro idu committees pra sarkar ke recommendations submit kurishe kushe. Inner line permit opor federation pra janaishe ki outsiders Nagaland gusa khan ke issue kuribole lage ki hulibi. I will detail laga reporters Sushila laga report saba.
As far as the inner line bus issue is concerned, it is not a new thing for the Naga Student Federation. It has been championing since 1979, 80 like that. Right after the NSF actually started functioning in a full-fledged manner. However, over the years, the government also has been very lackadaisical in their process of enforcement, and a lot of loopholes have been created. And in a way, some of the issues in the inner line regulation has become very cancerous. So this commission is tasked about to, bring about suggestions and a kind of regulatory measure for the government to be careful in enforcement. And today we have submitted one memorandum, the first of the memorandum by this Inner Line Regulation Commission. I'm sure you have also gone through the memorandum. as far as we're concerned, the memorandum is very explicit. Just taking you a little bit, as far as this ILB is concerned, it is an act which came about from the Act of 1870, which says that, you know, the government can come out with any regulations in any particular area. So this Bengal Eastern Frontier Regulation 1873 was one such son of that 1870. That is one. The very preamble of this act said that for peace and governance, good governance of that area, which means to say that they wanted to bring about good, peace and good governance in those days of Naga Hills. That's why they have brought this act. Now, because of negligence as well as lack of attention to the enforcement of this 1873 regulation, although there are 3 states in Northeast, Manipur is just newly added state, but the actual original states are Arunachal Pradesh, Nagaland, and Mizoram. The 2 states like Arunachal and Nagaland, it has been only facilitative. We have not been regimental. Only Mizoram has been regimental, and they have been successfully enforcing this very regulation, and the state of Mizoram has been benefiting from this regulation in such a way that, you know, they're able to control the economy of their own state. Today, Nagaland is not able to control our own economy because of outsiders. Therefore, one of the pivotal agenda of this commission is that the economy of the state should come into our own hands, and for which the strict and stringent enforcement of this inner line regulation is a must, and for which, as a starter, we have submitted 10-point memorandum. And the 10 points, as I said, you have gone through. So I would not like to elaborate much on the 10 points, but just briefly, I would like to just say that, you know, we have said, like, today there is no such record about the kind of ILB that has been issued. ILB is issued for different purpose, but that is not centralized. So we are demanding that there should be a centralized database system where every record should be kept in one place and taken out as and when necessary. And we are saying that, you know, there should be new establishment and re-strengthening of the existing jackets. And in this, I would like to particularly mention that establishment of ILP issuing office and checkpoints at Dimapur Airport and Dimapur Railway Station. That is the prominent part in this memorandum. And we also have said, like, there should be a separate ILP enforcement wing of the government. And added to that, we have said, like, they should be sensitized. Because the police personnel who are manning these jackets, they do not know who are exempted, who are not exempted. Because of their ignorance, they just let some people just pass through without ILB. Example, like if a driver says that in Nagaland, if you have a driving license, you don't need ILB. And the police personnel says, that is what is happening. And I face that in reality. So we want that while creating a separate wing, this enforcement wing should be sensitized on the provision of the Bengal Eastern Frontier Regulation 1873. Now, we have said transparency in the collection of ILB fees. Ever since ILB was implemented, till today, we want to know from the government where has the ILB fees collected gone, how much it has been collected. And in addition, we have said that there should be a separate account for ILB, and it should be done through UPI mode of payment. That is what we have said. And again, we have also said that in the process of issuing inner line pass, it should be at ease. There should be no such kind of, complicated conditions. We don't want people trying to come to Nagaland to be harassed for unnecessary reasons. We have come across that there are, officers who try to put different kind of condition that you bring NOC from that SP, you bring another PRC from Deputy Commissioner of your district. No. What we're suggesting is that Aadhaar card or EPIC should be fit case to process ILB, but the purpose should be scrutinized and the guarantor authenticity and credibility of that guarantor also.
All Nagaland College Students Union pra Director General of Police ke April 10 te ekta statement likhi kena Investment Development Authority of Nagaland laga Joint Secretary Rene Wilfred pra female employees ke sexual harassment kura khilaf juldi intervene kuribi koina janaise. Wilfred to noklakte Deputy Commissioner kam kura homoy wilabi alleged sexual offense te book huje. Jun pra Wilfred to sexual harassment aro assault te repeat offender ase koina janaise. Charges thakilebi tai laga case to unresolved hua pra dangor concern ase kushe. Ansupra competent authority ke case te mon digena investigate kurigena Indian Penal Code bitor accused ke saza dibi kushe. Union pra inhi boigena nasabo kushe victim ke insaf nadia khara kuribo kushe. Ekta jui dangor ulaishe Tsiminyu town osor Thursday afternoon de. Ido hatsa de iku casualty nai wilibi jui pra plantations aro farmland khan biya kuri dishe. Jungle jui to town napuncha agede mutai dishe. Tsiminyu town aro town pra youth khan volunteers kurikna jui ke tik homoy de mutabole parishe. Fire and emergency services bi jagade thakishe wilibi jui ke control kuribole paranai. Ido logode Tsiminyu te Fire and Emergency Services Station ekta set up kuri ase. Chumukirima Deputy Commissioner Polan John Pra Mathi Malik Khan ke janaishe ki Naga ki Incubation City Center set up kuribole kun khan laga Mathi measures kuri loise tai khan ke land compensation disperse kuribole documentation do scheduled hesab kuribo. Metsifi ma Molvom de 14th to 17th April 2025 aro New Sokunoma village de 21st to 25th April 2025 kuribo kushe. Concerned Mathi Malik Khan ke passport size photos charta, bank account details logode bank passbook laga front page photocopy, identity proof, Aadhaar card, DL nohile EPIC aro land ownership papers juntu concerned bosti pra certify kurishe. Idu documents of to Land Revenue Branch Office of Deputy Commissioner Chumukirima de Office R Stay Payments Process kuribole submit kuribi kushe. Idu logode Ruzapema Bosti bitorde land compensation laga disbursement schedule to juldi janai dibo kushe. Assam Rifles pra bhal initiative loikina Atibung town aro Inbung village parente rasta link reopen kuri dishe. Rasta bishi biya thaka dikhi kena Assam Rifles pra 4.8 km lamba rasta ke repair aro maintenance kam kurishe April 8 te. Bosti majode rasta do 2022 pra biya hoina ahaja kuribole diktar pai thakishe. Jun pra local manukhan ke bishi diktari di thakishe. Union Minister of State for Defence Sanjay Seto Chasat Kamjong District Manipur Day April 9 aro 10 visit jaishe. Minister pra jaga laga security situation assess kurishe aro Indo-Myanmar border de Sipai Khan pra digdari samna kurabi bujishe. Tai laga visit te Minister pra Assam Rifles battalions laga operational aro administrative preparedness de ekta comprehensive review kurishe. ইউনিয়ন মিনিষ্টাৰ পৰা কোম্পানী অপাৰেটিং বেচিছ পি ভিজিট কৰিছে আৰু তাতে কিছিম ফেচেটছ আৰু বৰ্ডাৰ মেনেজমেণ্ট মেজাৰ্ছ খান ওপৰতে কথা কৈছে তাই পৰা নতুন এষ্টাব্লিছ হোৱা বৰ্ডাৰ ক্ৰছিং পইণ্ট কোনটো হুমায়ুন থানা ইণ্ডো ম্যানমাৰ বৰ্ডাৰতে আছে তাতে বিচাৰিছে আসাম ৰাইফলছ অফিচাৰ্ছ আৰু চিপাহীৰ লগতে ইণ্টাৰেক্ট কৰা সময় মিনিষ্টাৰ পৰা তাইখান লগা প্ৰফেচনেলিজম ডেডিকেশ্যন আৰু ভাল মৰেল থকা নিমিত্তে তাৰিফ কৰিছে ত্ৰিপুৰা চেপাহীজালা চেংচুৰী পিকনিক স্পটে ড্ৰাগ এডিক্টছ খান হতাই জমা হৈ থাকে কৈছে আৰু মিছচিভিয়াছ জৱান চক্ৰা চক্ৰী খান পাব্লিক জেগাতে ড্ৰাগটো লৈ থাকে কিন্তু এইটো ওপৰতে এডমিনিষ্ট্ৰেশ্যন খান ড্ৰাগ এডিক্টছ লগা খিলাফ একো একশ্যন নলয় এইটো নিমিত্তে লোকেল ইউথ খান পৰা থাৰ্ছডে দিন ড্ৰাগ এডিক্ট খানকে ধৰিছে এইটো সময়তে চাৰিলাম এছেম্বলি কনষ্টিটুৱেঞ্চি লগা ইউথ সৌৰভ দাস কেবি লোকেল মানুহ খান পৰা ধৰিছে ড্ৰাগ খাই থকা সময়তে আৰু তাই লগা হাত পৰা ব্ৰাউন চুগাৰ লগা ড্ৰাগ ইনজেকশ্যনছ আৰু ড্ৰাগ চিৰিঞ্জ খান পাইছে President Draupadi Murmuke Constantine the Philosopher University pra honorary doctorate dishe. Tai pra public ke seva kura nimite. President do Slovak Republic aro Portugal de state visit karone aro honor receive koribole campus te tai laga 4-day visit laga last din de ahia ponjishe. Constantine te Philosopher University Nitra to Slovakian universities majode ekta leading university ase. Kuntu Sal 1996 te establish hoise modern educational, scientific aro artistic research karne. University to Byzantine missionary and philosopher Saint Constantine Cyril laga naam pra bhi jani pai. Aro itu to Slovak history de sopra important naam ase. Thane district Bombi Valley de physically challenged maki ekjun ke ekta auto rickshaw driver pra sexually assault kura pra taige giriftar kurise koina police official pra Thursday din koise gatna to April 7 te hoise kitia 30 sal victim kun pra auto rickshaw ke rukhaise tai laga relative laga ghor sonar padate jabole nimite koikina Tilak Nagar police station official pra koise accused pra rasta botli kurikina Mumbra de kunbi natha jaga de loi jaise kote tai pra maki ke sexually assault kurise complaint darj kurikina ase aro faisla khan ke CCTV footage te saigina auto laga details paise koikina senior inspector Vijay Kadambra koise Goa Sarkar ke Chief Minister Dr. Pramod Sawant pra lead kurigna jobs kan merit basis te dibole nimite recruitment process te batlava kurise. Goa Staff Selection Commission GSSC pra itia sob job recruitments transparency aro fairness promote kurigna handle kure kuse. Itu pra Prime Minister Modi pra vision transparent governance ke support kure. 22,000 upper candidates pra GSSC computer based exam de hissa loise. Kottei 85% attendance rate dikhibole parise. Juntu pra nutun system de public pra trust dikha sabole pare. Candidates khan pra https://gss.goa.gov.in/kuribole paribo jobs post nimite. Commission to pura online de operate hobo. Exam papers to system generated minute hobo. Juntu pra fairness ensure kuribo aro results to website te 24 ganta bitor de available hoi jabo.
गोवा पब्लिक सर्व्हिस कमिशनाच्या उपरांत स्टाफ सिलेक्शन कमिशन लागला हें जर कॉम्पिटेटिव्ह बेसिसाचेर नोकऱ्यो मेळप ही ट्रान्सपरन्सी आसा बरेच जाण सांगत सुटल्या की दोतोरान आतां स्टाफ सिलेक्शन केला म्हणून त्या खातीर नोकऱ्यो मेळच्यो ना बट एक गजाल लक्षात घेयात स्टाफ सिलेक्शनाची तयारी आयच्या युवकांक तरणाट्यान करपाची गरज आसा कारण आयचो तरणाटो हो तितलो सक्षम जावपाक जाय आयच्या तरणाट्यान मुळा पासून अभ्यास करपाक सुरवात करपाक जाय.
मुझे सोशल मीडिया द्वारा पता चला है कि गोवा स्टाफ सिलेक्शन कमीशन में अभी भर्ती चालू है, तो मैंने वेबसाइट में जाकर इसके लिए अप्लाई किया.
I had applied through this from the website and there was no third party in this examination.
गोवा पब्लिक सर्व्हिस कमिशनाच्या उपरांत
राजस्थान ते अजमेर डिस्ट्रिक्ट ते एक माकी प्रा ताइलागा डिसेबल्ड पार्टनर लगते मिली केना ताइलागा मोता के मुराई दिया प्रा थर्सडे दिन पुलिस खान प्रा गिरफ्तार करिसे. एसपी अजमेर वंदिया राणा प्रा खुशे की मस्तान चिता लगा लाश तो नसीराबाद लगा ओसरदे ट्यूसडे दिन पाइसे. ताइ प्रा खुशे की माकी तो बाशिर खान लगते पुलाई जाय केना थाकिसे. इदु कारणे मस्तान प्रा मिसिंग पर्सन लगा रिपोर्ट तो दर्ज करिसे. और पुलिस खान प्रा ताके ट्रेस करी केना जंदा खान के वापस आनिसे. इदु पिछे माकी दो ताई लगा मोता लगते बुआ शुरू हुइसे. मस्तान तो पहिला लागि थाकिसे कइसे और बाशिर प्रा मस्तान के पैसा धार दिबो कइना मंडे शाम माथिसे कइसे. ताई दुइजन भी लोक पाइना मुदु खाइसे. इदु पिछे मस्तान दो निशा हुइ जाइसे और बाशिर प्रा चक्कुब्रा ताइके मारि केना गला भी काटि दिसे. पुलिस प्रा जनता और बाशिर के गिरफ्तार करिसे कइना जनाइसे.
जो मृतक था जिसका नाम मस्तान चीता था उसकी पत्नी ने अपने प्रेमी के साथ मिलकर इस घटना को अंजाम दिया था. ये जो इसका प्रेमी है इसका नाम बशीर खान है. बशीर खान का इसकी जो पत्नी है इसके साथ पिछले लगभग 1 साल से संपर्क था और ये इसको अपने रास्ते से हटाना चाहते थे जिससे ये पूरे समय इसके साथ रह सके. पहले ये पत्नी को लेके एक बार भाग भी गया था और उसके बाद एफआईआर दर्ज हुई थी और उसके बाद पत्नी को पुलिस जो है वो ढूंढ के लेके आई थी. अब इन्होंने बहुत ही चालाक तरीके से उस मृतक को एक सुनसान जगह पर बुलाया और कि उसको पैसों की आवश्यकता थी कि तुम आओगे तो तुम्हें पैसे वहाँ पर दे देंगे. इस बात को कह के वो बुलाया. बुलाने के बाद जैसे कि शराब का सेवन करवाया. शराब के सेवन के बाद जब वो बेहोशी की हालत में हो गया तब उसके ऊपर वार करके उसका मर्डर कर दिया गया. पूरे घटनाक्रम का खुलासा होने के बाद जो दोनों अभियुक्त हैं जो जिसमें मृतक की पत्नी जिसका नाम जनता है.
थर्सडे दिन बादोही डिस्ट्रिक्ट उत्तर प्रदेश ते एकता 35 साल महिला नलदेवी तो ताइलागा 3टा बच्चा लगिना एकता पॉन्ड ते जाम करिसे खुशे. ताइलागा 2टा बच्चा दीक्षा 8 साल और दिव्यांश 3 साल दो ड्राउन हुइसे और नलदेवी और ताइलागा 3rd बच्चा सूर्यांश 6 साल दो मिसिंग होइगिना आसे खुशे. इदु घटना तो शेरपुर गोपालीहा बस्ती ते 10 AM ते हुआ लगा आसे. पुलिस और लोकल रेसिडेंट्स खान लगा मदद लगिना दीक्षा और दिव्यांश लगा बॉडी तो पाइसे खुशे. अनुदेवी और सूर्यांश के बिसारी बोले निमित्ते रेस्क्यू ऑपरेशन तो जाय आसे खुशे और महिला प्रा इनगा गतम की निमित्ते लइसे इदु तो इके तक भी ना जाने कोइना जनाइसे.
सुबह करीब 10 बजे थाना दुर्गागंज को एक सूचना मिलती है कि एक महिला जो शेरूपुर जत्तूपुर जो गांव है वहाँ की रहने वाली है. अनु यादव उसका नाम है और वो अपने 3 बच्चों के साथ जो नाबालिग बच्चे थे उनके साथ वो तालाब में कूद गई है. जैसे ही सूचना मिलती है वैसे ही गोताखोरों की टीम द्वारा स्थानीय लोगों द्वारा पूरा उनकी बॉडी रिकवर करने का प्रयास किया जा रहा है. 2 बच्चों की अभी बॉडी रिकवर हो पाई है. जो महिला है अनु यादव और एक जो बच्चा है उसकी अभी तक बॉडी रिकवर नहीं हो पाई है. उसके लिए पूरी तरह से हम प्रयासरत हैं. अभी तक ये क्यों घटना हुई उसका जो विवाद है वो स्पष्ट नहीं हो पा रहा है. परिजन जो हैं महिला के वो भी हमारे घटनास्थल पर ही हैं. उच्च अधिकारी एडिशनल एसपी भी अक्सर घटनास्थल पर हैं और पूरा ऑपरेशन जो है उनकी बॉडी रिकवर करने का वो
26/11 टेरर अटैक्स प्रा पूरा दुनिया के आश्चर्य लगे बोले दिशे. हुलिबी अमेरिका प्रा इंडिया लगा एफर्ट्स के सपोर्ट करिना आहिसे और पाकिस्तानी कैनेडियन ताहावुर हुसैन राणा के इंडिया आनी बोले मदद करिसे. US Department of State spokesperson Tammy Bruce प्रा थर्सडे दिन जनाइसे कि राणा के अप्रैल 9 ते इंडिया फटाइसे. 2008 मुंबई टेररिस्ट अटैक्स ते प्लानिंग कुरा प्रा जस्टिस सामना करिबले. ताई आरो खुशी कि राणा तो इंडिया लगा हाते आसे और इदु कामयाब निमित्ते बिशि खुशी आसे.
On April 9th, the United States extradited Tawarur Hussein Rana to India to face justice for his role in planning the horrific 2008 Mumbai terrorist attacks. Some people watching may not remember these, but I encourage you to look them up and to find out exactly how horrible this was and the importance of this situation today. These attacks resulted in the tragic loss of 166 lives, including 6 Americans, that shocked the entire world. The United States has long supported India's efforts to ensure those responsible for these attacks are brought to justice. And as President Trump has said, the United States and India will continue to work together to combat the global scourge of terrorism. So it is, he is in
Thursday din New York te ekta helicopter do Hudson nodire crash hoise. Helicopter bitore choita manu thagise aro tai khan sop laga mot hoise. Idu choijon manu khan to tai khan laga bitore 5 jon to Spanish family laga thakise aro ekta do pilot thakise. Kunuba manu khan to idu crash howa to dikise koise aro tai khan koise ki helicopter to hawa de bhangise aro upside down hoikina girise. New York Mayor Eric Adams pra koise ki helicopter laga broken bodies to river osor de paise koikna aro itu helicopter laga company pra itia dakpi iku kwa nai koise. National Transportation or Safety Board khan pra idu crash howa laga cost to check koribo koina janaise. So viewers, apni kan sai thakise Midday News idu khobor khan loikna moi Nltv Midday news ede khatam kori ase.